In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of conventions of real media products? Question 1. In research for my film, I looked at many other films of the same genre and looked at what creates the genre. My film falls under the tragedy-drama genre. I struggled at first to decide what genre my film fell under. I felt, although it may have some thriller aspects, it isn't a thriller, because it doesn't follow the thriller stereotypes, and it is not a comedy, because there's no humour intended. After a long process of elimination, I have settled on agreeing that my piece will be a drama. I found this definition of drama. Dramas are serious, plot-driven presentations portraying realistic characters, settings, life situations, and stories involving intense character development and interaction. Usually, they are not focused on special effects, comedy, or action. Dramatic films are probably the largest film genre. I liked this definition. I felt this describes the storyline I have chosen, as it shows a life situation that is going to be made to look real. Dramas can often cross over into thrillers because they share similar aspects, such as tension building, fast editing throughout fight scenes, or tense moments for the characters. The soundtracks can be similar, and they very often both contain antagonist and protagonist. The protagonist in my film is the main character, Charlotte. Although for the majority of the film she is portrayed as an antagonist, the twist at the end shows the media and the general public as the antagonist. I felt that the drama genre was too broad, so started to look into subgenres and discovered tragedy drama. Tragedy drama is a genre wherein the downfall of the character is caused by a flaw within the character, while tragedy dramas sometimes put the character in extraordinary circumstances. This genre is really about the self-destructive behaviour of the character. The flaws of the character come to a head and ultimately result in death or other form of degradation. This fits in with my storyline perfectly, as the character is put into extraordinary circumstances when the media targets her and feeds on her story as she is terminally ill, and she is then perceived in the end section to be self-destructive after letting the media feed on her story when she is aware her situation is fake. Breaking the conventions. Throughout my research, I discovered Juno. This film is very much like my own in the way that it challenges conventions. Juno is represented as a teen girl who has it very much together, makes smart decisions towards her unborn baby. But she is also presented as rather quirky, for example, her well-known hamburger phone, seen in this clip. My character is similar in the way that she breaks conventions. She appears to be a teenage girl obsessed with glamour and the idea of fame, but in fact she is very well educated in the way the media works and goes above the regular understanding of fame, journalism, and turns it around. I show this by the magazines on her bedside table. I think it is important that she is originally seen as celebrity obsessed, so that when it is revealed that she is arranging the stalking herself, people will connect to the initial dots and believe that she has done something to be considered attention-seeking and wrong until the end twist. Throughout my research into similar genres, I noticed a few similarities that seem to be conventions in the genre. I looked extensively into the lighting, mise-en-scene, casting, camera work, and narrative of each film. In the trailers for the majority of films I investigated, they began with a happy, upbeat soundtrack and often laughing over the top. The visual was often characters playing games and having fun. This is used a lot because it shows the happiness of the characters before the tragedy strikes. This creates contrast between the two emotions and allows the audience to feel they understand the characters. In my short film, I didn't follow this convention. Because my character is fighting cancer, I don't think this would be appropriate, as the whole film has a tense feel to it. The laughter would lighten the mood and ruin the tension I've created for my audience. The lighting was often soft to show emotional scenes and harsher with greater contrast in confrontational scenes. I used bright lighting and strong contrast at the end of my film when the radio presenter announces the death and fake stalking of the character. This will make my audience feel uneasy, as the strong contrast will be foreshadowing the controversial scene. I use soft lighting that looks like natural sunlight when my character is being portrayed as sick. Soft yellow lighting is used throughout the films I investigated in emotional scenes and gives the audience the feel of being at home. The soft colour gives the scenes an emotional film that will allow the audience to sympathise with her for being ill. This light needs to be coming from one side of the scene, preferably by a natural window, so that the light appears to be completely natural. The light needs to stay in a similar position all day for continuity, but needs to be dulled slightly as film progresses, as natural light would fade. Conventions of a teenage bedroom. I explored teenage bedrooms in the media so that I could plan my meetings on scene. Juno's bedroom is cluttered and the walls are covered in posters, as are the walls of her friend's room on the other end of the phone. This would fit in with the idea that my character is celebrity obsessed, but clashes with the idea that she is terminally ill. In this clip from My Sister's Keeper, the bedroom scene is clean kept and plain. The same goes for this short film. In this piece, all the areas seem to be light and airy. I like the idea, as posters on the walls always seem messy looking to me, and I feel as though a cancer patient would want clean surroundings, and they are likely to spend a lot of time within their bedrooms. Teenagers who are terminally ill have to grow up quickly and accept responsibility for a lot bigger things than the average teenager does. I feel by following in the footsteps of My Sister's Keeper and keeping the room clean and white, it will show how the character has grown up quickly and tried to keep everything as is easiest. Throughout the construction of my piece, I used Final Cut Pro, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, the internet, radio. I found video sharing sites such as YouTube very useful. Ancillary tasks. I chose to make a film poster and film review. I started by researching film posters. This poster for Reign Over Me has a small caption about the film that makes the audience question what they already know about the film and entices the audience to look longer at the poster and analyse what they see. I also looked at Blue is the Warmest Colour. Similar to Reign Over Me, both of these images are in black and white, other than small sections which are filled with warm colours. Having the background in black and white with only a small portion in colour makes the colour appear brighter and more inviting. On Blue is the Warmest Colour, the colour of both the characters' skin has been desaturated. This makes the blue look warmer and works in comparison with the title. Not only does the desaturated skin make the blue brighter, it also makes the characters look as if they are looking for something, as if they are not complete. Having such close-ups of their faces allows the audience to see their expressions and determine in their own minds what the film may be about. Blue and black title in a handwritten font. For the P.S. I Love You poster, as the film has a strong romantic underline but still meets the tragedy-drama genre, the film poster is romantic. The two characters have been edited onto a plain background, and the bottoms of their bodies have been faded into white in order to allow the title to be against the white background. The film has a strong, sad tragedy storyline. The smile suggests there is happiness and makes the poster look more appealing. Red and black title in handwritten font. All these posters show the title at the bottom. The title fonts vary, but the colour schemes seem to be black and white or one other colour. This keeps the title simple. I named my film Cogitation, the action of thinking deeply about something, similar to contemplation. I chose this word for my title because I feel it fits in with my storyline. The actress has a plan only she knows and spends most of the film in silence as if she's in cogitation. The word isn't too long and it keeps my title short and sweet. It looks memorable and fits in well with the poster. For my own film review, I looked into other reviews for other films. Bold titles were prominent, screenshots of the film, and film ratings in stars. I used these on my own review. I used pictures that I found suitable of the characters, and I received a star rating from my audience feedback. I laid my review out as if it was in a magazine. Audience feedback. I asked, how many stars would you give this film? On all questionnaires, I received 4. I asked, did you find yourself intrigued all the way through the film? Were the characters relatable? Did you feel sympathetic towards the characters? Would you pay to watch this film again?